I am Arvind Tiwari, Chair of IoT Forum, and I thank you for having interest in agriculture technology, and having interest in the IoT Forum's Agritech Day. This is being held this Saturday night, and we would encourage you to join. If you're not in Bangalore, you can get a virtual seat, as our academy partner will talk about it. In this short presentation, I will talk a little bit about TIE and the agriculture technology stream, which is Agritech, what we have done, and about the participation you can do both in the event and otherwise. So if you see there, technology in agriculture is not new, but typically it has been genetic. That means it is breeding and things. The information and computer technology has not been that widely used, but today with IoT, with the reduction in price, you know, the smartphone has come down. It has very good camera, it has very good sensors. Communication technology has improved. We have low power, wide area, etc. So costs have come down. So there is an opportunity to do precision farming, which is bringing sensors and drones. And we have startups. We have about 100 startups in Agritech, and we have startups which can reduce the spraying and all that using drones by around 1/6, which can cover ground in about 10% of the time it takes manually. We can also do much better prediction of monsoon. This is the biggest risk in agri, and based on sensors, you put a lot of sensors in lots of places. You can do. SkyMet is one of the private companies trying to do, but at district level, at taluk level, if you put in sensors, you can predict fairly accurate 3 to 4 days in advance of the monsoon onset. You cannot do it for the whole of the country. That's a different problem. Productivity can be increased, and there are lots of things, computer technology and IoT robotics, in terms of sorting things. When you have produced carrots or tomatoes, which are good, which are bad, and especially supplying it to the food chain, etc. And you can also help in mechanization. You can also help in dairy agriculture supply chain. TIE itself is a network. It's a non-profit, and the Bangalore chapter was started in 1998. We had Nandan Nilankani and Kiran Majumdar Shah as in the chapter. Overall, there are 61 chapters. The Bangalore chapter is quite big. We run about 100 events a year, and we have a lot of startups who have got help from us. One of the things I must make sure, we are not an incubator. We don't fund startups. We arrange. VCs and the government of Karnataka and others use our platform, and we have helped a lot of startups, especially those who have experienced laterals, who are serious about doing any startup. You're more than welcome to join TIE. One of our big events was Leapfrog, when Nandan Nilamkani talked about the WhatsApp moment in finance. And of course, we now know the India Stack and Aadhaar and UPI, all has happened very fast. We have Entrepreneurship, which is about growth from inside, and TIE has been doing it for many years, and there are a lot of startups who have benefited. We have worked with the government of Karnataka in Elevate, where 100 companies last 2017 and about 70 in 2018 were given grants by the government of Karnataka. Now let me come to IoT Forum. We have been active for about fourth year now. We have done about 40 events. We have touched about 4,000 participants. About 800 companies are involved. We do a lot of participation. We partner with NABARD, IoT, COE, ISA, Electronic Semiconductor. We have a marquee event, IoT Next. We run with them. IEEE and Cisco, and we have an active website, iotforindia.org, and if you are interested, I would encourage you to go see it. We have active Telegram groups. You can see, this is like WhatsApp, you can ask questions. If you are not so keen, if you are new, if you are an agriculturist, you don't understand IoT, you could still subscribe to our channel. This is a broadcast. You will get 5 news in the morning, 5 in the evening, and you will get a feel for what is happening in IoT. And these are some of the events. We are fairly active. We have long events, IoT Next, IoT Day, which will happen in 7th April, and Advisory Alumni, and we have this thing. This is the IoT Agritech Day. Let me talk a little bit about what we are trying to do here. So this is the event. You can see our web page, and we are doing a future farming. Then we are talking about Agritech Solutions, which Cropin, which is one of the larger firms. NABARD is our sponsor here, so the former Director General Chair Shri Ayappan is going to talk about smart agriculture, enhanced productivity. We have one of the things is payment systems, and this is expensive. So UPI, IMT, which is IMPay, where you can pay Bharat Bill Payment System, which is the government to consumer, and Public Financial Management System, Bharat Bill Pay. We will have this discussion there. Then we have Hemendra Mathur, he is a partner at Bharat Innovation Fund. He is also one of the advisors to the IoT Forum Agritech stream, who is running it, and we have new pitches being done. It's of course at a place very large, Niampi, which is a very large thing. And you can see that we have a lot of technical discussions, communication spectrum, LP WAN or 3G, affordability, appetite, and we have the discussion, what the government programs are, etc. We also have a panel discussion on future farming. We have various people talking about what can be done. Then we have a discussion on digital sky and drone, and this is a very positive impact. The government is trying to set up a business platform using technology, and drones were a big part of it, which were not legal, but that's happening, and we will have some people talk about it. We'll have IBM talk about the weather station, and this is again one of the issues of being able to predict the weather, the monsoon, and helping reduce risks. We have a lot of things about sensors, etc. And then we will have a panel discussion with Agritech speaking and all that. So this is about that. The other thing I would encourage you is that IoT for India, which is our website of IoT Forum, has a special section for Agritech. And you can see that we have this. This is a separate section, Agritech. And we have announcements, discussion, and news. You can see the news. Every day we post some. This is an interesting organization which does Jallikattu taming agriculture, and we have Farm to Fork Acceleration, which is the new Agritech setup which has been formed. And sorry for that. And then we also have news. So, for example, investor happening, de-stressing, loan waiver, and there are a lot of sites, Robert Milkers, etc. You can also look at much deeper blogs. So this is part of the blogs that we have at IoT for India. Under the blogs, you will see. So policy and challenge in Indian water supply. And then you have we are coding, crop is growing, how Fossil is trying to develop using AI, how now farming as a service is the next big moment. These are the startups in farming. And you can also see 5 trends in agri-tech. So we have a lot of deep coverage, IoT opportunities in virtual farming. All this is there. And you can benefit from this by joining the IoT for India event and looking at the IoT for India website. This is at the startup directory we maintain. It's there on the website. So there are about 1,270 startups in IoT, and there are about, you can see here, farming, 147 that are in agri-tech. And this includes livestock, dairy, farming, everything. And we'd be happy to see some of you come in. And if you are starting up, we are here to help. IoT Forum is the best platform for you to get help. I would encourage you to look at becoming a member. We have a special scheme for membership, which will get you 2 members, which will get in, and you can speak to Connect at TIE Bangalore or Manaswani, and she's there at the forum. You can meet them, you can get benefits from this. And I think with this, I would like to suggest that just get active, attend the event. If you cannot, watch virtual and join the IoT forum.
Bringle will introduce you to their programs, and TIE will conduct master classes, which is going to held on 9th of February 2019. In the session, we are going to talk about the next gen technology inventions, future farming, smart agriculture, and enhanced productivity. And after that, the futuristic farm automations and the Agritech accelerators. So you can enroll for this event online as well as offline, where you can be physical on that event. Even if you are not able to make out to the event, you can be a virtual listener, and you can use our virtual platform named as Bringle Academy, and you can enroll for the live classroom from there. Yeah. So this event, so some of the highlights which I'm going to say you about. Yes. So the main highlight would be regarding the future farming, which Mr. Dr. S. Ayappan, who is the former DG and chair of NABARD and the chancellor of Northeast State Agri Universities, who would be talking to you about the future farmings. And the next topic would be around digital agri-tech solutions, for which the CEO of Cropin, Mr. Krishna Kumar, would be talking to you about. So here are some of the agendas for the IoT Agritech. Yeah. So to get registered onto this means for having your virtual seats, register through the link which is being given in the IoT for India.org platform. So you can register from there as well as through the Bringle platform. Here are the detailed agenda on your screens. So the event would be from 9 to 5 p.m. where the from 9 there the Agritech solutions and the access to data and knowledge dissemination traceability would be talked about, and the communication will be done on the spectrums and options. Then there will be high tea and inaugural ceremony of the event, and after that the IoT forum, Mr. Arvind Tiwari, who is the chair of IoT forum, would be communicating, and there would be keynote speakers such as Maheshwar Rao, the principal of Secretary of Agriculture, Sericulture and Horticulture, would be talking to the audience. So these sessions will go live till 5 in the evening. So the event is being the physical event which is in ICR Hosur Road in Adugodi. So the event is going to held over in that place, and as well as the in virtually you can connect it through Bringle Academy platform. So register yourself for this event and be a part of the event. Thank you.